Some people. Ooh, I look like a hot mess right now. Hot mess. Oh, I should have got my laptop. Oh well. Right now I'm just talking to myself because nobody is here. So I just wait till some people come on. Hopefully I can see the chat. Otherwise I'm going to have to go grab my laptop. I should have grabbed my laptop. For the ones that are rewatching this right now, after the live is done, I'm just waiting for some people to show up so I can start the live. My unexpected live again. Oh, I think I got one person. I got a thumbs up. Oh, 6 people. Got some people coming on. Somebody say something in the chat so I can see. Oh, there we go. What's up, Greg? Okay, there we go. Now we got some people coming on. I didn't feel like doing the whole setup and everything of getting everything set up for this live. Because I got a lot that I have to do. And I just wanted to give you guys some updates on some things. So I don't have my laptop over here, which I normally do, so I can read comments and everything. So when you guys see me doing this, that's because I'm trying to read y'all's comments down there. It's pretty cold here right now where I'm at, too. It's 58 degrees right now. 58. That's why I have a sweatshirt on. A little sweatshirt. It's cold. I bet some of you guys are dealing with triple digits right now, and I'm dealing with 58 degrees. Can you guys hear me okay, though? Hi, Deb. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to give you guys a quick update on some things. So, waiting on more people to come. Ooh, northern Arizona. Well, if you're up in the mountains of Flagstaff, I'm sure that's pretty cool, but... Oh, Deb, I miss you too. Did you have fun in Vegas? I'm sure you did. Did you get some sun? 102? 114 in Bullhead City. That's about right. Yep. I know Bullhead City very well. And Yuma. Yep. So I want to give you guys some updates on some things. Some plans have kind of changed for me. And they kind of changed today. So that's what I want to update you guys on. And I'm just waiting for some more people to come on. I'm still here at my friend's house. Still got that view. You guys see the people down there fishing? There's people down there fishing. I really, for some reason, I love to like watch the people down there fishing. Me personally, I don't like fishing, but I like to watch them fish because it just looks like they're just so relaxed doing it. Like in the morning times, when I wake up and come out here, have my cup of coffee, and that's like at 7 o'clock in the morning, there's like a line of them, like a line, just lined up out there fishing every single morning. It's pretty cool. I didn't think that they could catch fish that close to the shore, the beach, whatever it's called, but apparently they do because I've seen them catch fish. Let's see. So, no, I don't want to marry you. Well, thank you, Jeff. Oh, thank you, Lee the Bee. So, 75 people. Oh, real quick. I just got off the phone with my... Thank you, Dawn. I just got off the phone with my amazing Aunt Cindy. You guys know Aunt Cindy. If you followed the channel for a minute, then you guys know her. Aunt Cindy just did a COVID test because she's been feeling sick the last few days. And she has COVID. So let's all keep Aunt Cindy in y'all's thoughts. And hope that she can get over this pretty quickly. So, yeah, so Aunt Cindy's going through good old COVID right now. Her body is like in a lot of pain right now, so that's what she's dealing with, is a lot of pain in her body. Can't believe that stuff isn't over with yet. So how's everybody doing? Oh, she will. She'll be fine. She's a champ. Aunt Cindy's a champ. She's a strong lady, so she's pretty healthy, except for like she has a lot of medical issues, like with her neck and her back and, you know, bones and stuff like that. But otherwise, she's pretty healthy. Boy, Desert Deb, you on a roll. Get 'em. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start with my... Oh, I didn't know that you could or could not say that word, so... Oh, well. We'll see if I get demonetized for this video. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I turned on my monetization for this video. I think I did. I don't know. I was trying to do this pretty quick. But anyways, look, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an update. So, I think my last live video that I did, I think I told you guys that I was going to be leaving here soon. I was going to be getting back on the road. I've already been here almost 2 months and trying to help my friend out and everything. Real quick, so you guys know, my friend went to the hospital. He went back to the hospital with his cancer and all that stuff. They stabilized him enough at the hospital. What concert? So they stabilized his condition. They stabilized his condition at the hospital because he was in the hospital for like 3 weeks, I think, a little over 3 weeks. But they pretty much got his oxygen back to normal. They got the swelling in his legs and feet to go back down. They took out, because remember I told you guys, his stomach had swollen twice the size that it normally was. So that's the reason why I called the ambulance on him, for him to go back to the hospital. And then also his breathing. But while he was in the hospital this time, they took out 5 liters of fluid from his stomach. 5. That's 5 liters of soda bottles of fluid that they took out from his stomach. So that's a lot. And there's still fluid in his stomach. Still more fluid in his stomach. But that's what they took out. When he was in the hospital this last time, they had the oncologist at the hospital and the doctors at the hospital all agreed, yeah, it was a lot. They all agreed that he should not have any more chemo. That if he was to have another treatment of chemo, which would have only been his second treatment of chemo, that it would be too dangerous for him because the cancer has spread, you know, had started spreading and stuff. The cancer spread to his bone marrow already, and that's why he swelled up so bad and everything. So, So they said no more chemo because it could be too dangerous for him and possibly, excuse me, possibly kill him. So, so yeah. So, then I talked to the oncologist. The oncologist had called me on the phone one day because they wanted to see if they could give him some other kind of medicine, and they needed to get permission to give him this medicine. And basically the medicine was just to help get him stabilized and all that stuff. You know, because, you know, they don't want him in the hospital forever. So when the oncologist called me, I told the oncologist, I told him, I said, look, I said, I know you can't predict the future, and I know you can't give me an exact time or anything, but, excuse me, I got a scratch in my throat. But I said, I asked the oncologist, I told him, I said, I'm going to be leaving here soon. I said, and I just want to know, for me, you know, is this going to be my last time ever seeing my friend? And I was like, because I won't be able to get back here until later on or whatever. And the oncologist was like, well, when were you planning on coming back, if you're going to come back? And I was like, well, the earliest I can get back here would be the beginning of November. And so when I said that, the oncologist said, well, you won't see him in November. So basically, I was taken aback from that a little bit, you know. Like, I kind of knew in a way, but to hear it actually come from his mouth, you know, kind of took me aback for a minute. So I just kind of ended the conversation after that. When I hung up the phone, that's when my aunt and then my friend's best friend, they both were like, well, you should have asked him if you got back here in October. Would you see him in October? You know, so, but I didn't think about that, you know, so I was just kind of like taken aback from it. So basically that's, you know, if we can all do the math on that, you know, that's August, September, October. There's 3 months right there, you know, so, so we are taking that, and obviously I told my friend, and I told my friend's best friend, and then my friend's best friend told him, which is good because I would have rather him tell him instead of me. So basically that's 3 months or less. He's in a rehab center now, but they transferred him from the hospital to a rehab center. And basically, they have him at the rehab center because they're trying to get him mobile a little bit, you know, so he's not completely bedridden. Because a lot of these nursing homes, or I guess they were calling them boarding homes or something, they want the patient to be a little bit mobile. So, you know, not completely bedridden. So, so he's at the rehab, you know, place getting rehab. They said he would be there for like 2 to 3 weeks. He's already been in there about a week now. So, we originally were thinking when he got out of the release from the rehab place that he would just go into one of those boarding homes or nursing homes, or we would look into hospice or something. And originally my friend was just like, I think he was just agreeing with it at the time. But the other day I went to go see him a couple of days ago, and he looked at me and said, I do not want to go to a home. I want to come to my house. And I get it. You know, he wants to come home because it's his home. Everybody wants to come home to their own house, especially when you bought and paid for your own house already. And then this is his view that he gets to see out that window right there, you know, so view. And he loves that freaking view. He does. So yeah, so he was very adamant about coming home. And, but the thing is the doctors and everybody have told him he needs 24-hour care. He cannot be by himself at all. He needs 24-hour care. And so obviously to get 24-hour caregiver service, here at his house is going to be extremely expensive, which we knew that, and I discussed that with him, but he was very adamant about, I want to come home. And I told him, I said, look, I said, you know, you're still capable to make up your own decisions. It's your money, it's your life, the rest of your life, you know, so you obviously can do whatever you want to do with your own money, your own life, where you want to go, everything. Now, whether I agree with it or not, I can just disagree with it, but I have no right to fight him on what he wants to do. Me or his best friend or anybody, you know. And so I was supposed to be leaving this Saturday morning coming up in 5 more days, 6 more days or something like that. But Saturday morning coming up is when I'm supposed to be leaving to get back on the road. So today I went up to the rehab place and I asked to speak to a social worker there so she could go over like 24-hour caregiving service with me and stuff. And so I could get like some names and all this stuff and start getting on the roll, because I wanted to get this all handled for my friend before I got on the road, you know, so I wouldn't have to worry, have stress, and I knew that he would be taken care of. So, like, I had a lot to do that I was going to have to do this week. I still had to pack up my Jeep. Then I was going to have to call these caregivers. And then I wanted to meet these people to make sure that they were legit and, you know, get the vibe off of them and stuff, you know. So when the social worker came, we discussed all that, and she said that 24-hour caregiving service for a month could run anywhere between $15,000 to $25,000 a month. That's a lot. I honestly thought it was going to be like $30,000 to $35,000 a month. But no, I guess it's like $15,000 to $25,000 a month, which is still expensive. To go into an assisted living home and all that, that would be like around $9,000 a month, which is still a lot, you know, but it's definitely a lot better than $15,000. So, so the social worker went in there, talked to him, told him all that stuff and everything, and then he asked the social worker to step out and that he wanted to talk to me again. And so we talked, and originally he was like, well, let's just call, because we had a home health care service coming in before he went to the hospital. There was a home health care service coming in like maybe 3 times a week, and they only stay like an hour a day each time they come. Right? That is a lot of money. Well, the rehab that he's in right now, his insurance is paying for that, but caregiving service, the insurance doesn't cover when it's at home. So the home health care that was coming in here before he went back to the hospital, they were coming in like 3 days a week for like an hour a day and stuff. And I think his insurance covers that home health care service that comes in. But they're not a 24-hour service. They're just, they just come in like 3 days a week, you know. So he wanted to just do that. And I was like, you can't, you know, because you need somebody to be with you for 24 hours. I'm like, I would not feel safe leaving here knowing that you don't have 24-hour care. And and then I told him, I was like, you know, I told him, I said, call this selfish from me, and maybe it is a little selfish on me, but I'd like to try to keep my buddy around as long as possible, because I told you guys, like, while I was on the road traveling and everything, he literally would text me like every single day, and it was nice to like get a text from a friend like every single day, because all my friends, they don't do that. You know, he was the only one to do that, him and my aunt. So so I told my friend, I'm like, call it selfish or whatever. I said, but I'd like to keep you around as long as possible, because I still want to be able to talk to you whenever I can. um, whenever I'm on the road. So, so we talked a little bit more. He understood that he needs the 24-hour care. He totally gets it. But, you know, that's a lot of money for a caregiving service. He knows that he has less than 3 months, you know, so he asked me to stay for like another month. And I had to go outside and call my aunt, and I had to like sit in the Jeep, and I had to like think through this real quick. I had to think through my pros and cons of if I stay another month, you know. You know, my YouTube channel is doing horrible right now. My paycheck literally for YouTube this month has been cut in half from what it was last month, literally. So, you know, like I need to get back out there on the road and get these videos out. Though I've managed to not miss posting any videos while I've been here. So, he wants to come home, Apple, yeah. You know, I've managed to not miss posting on my days that I'm supposed to. So I have been able to get videos out. They haven't been the best videos, like if I was out there traveling and all that, but at least I got videos out. So he wants me to stay for like another month, and he offered to just pay me to stay for another month. Mind you, let me tell you, he hasn't paid me anything since I've been here for me to stay. Like, he hasn't paid me, you know, why I've been, you know, for helping him. So, so he wanted to pay me, and obviously it's a lot lesser what he offered, you know, what it would cost if he was in an assisted living home, and obviously a lot cheaper than 24-hour caregiving service here. So it's definitely would help with the financial part for him and for me, you know. So so I had to think about a lot of things, you know, like I've been stressed out over this last month with everything that's been going on. It has put a lot of stress on me, and I've gone through some depressed moments and stressed out and so on forth. But after I'd given it some thought, you know, me being stressed out and everything had nothing to do with me taking care of him. It didn't have anything to do with me being his caregiver, like cooking for him, because I got to cook for myself, or helping him go to the bathroom, or bathing him, or, you know, or any of that. Like, none of that was stressful on me. What was stressful on me was him and his best friend arguing and fighting with me when I said they needed to go back to the hospital, or his best friend disagreeing with a lot of things that I know are right and stuff. That's what was stressful. They both have realized that every time I've said he needed to go back to the hospital and they argued with me about it, when he gets to the hospital and the doctors say, oh yeah, it's a good thing you came back to the hospital, they both have realized that I was right all the times saying that he needed to go back to the hospital. This last time being the most serious time. So that's what's been stressful on me, is because you guys know me, I don't like drama. I don't like arguing with people. I just don't like it, you know? And so having disagreements with people when I'm trying to do everything that I can for my friend, and I'm doing it all for his best interests, and knowing that I'm probably 90% right on what I'm saying, because I went through all this with my best friend, so I know the signs, the symptoms, and everything. And then for them to disagree with me was hard. Mainly his best friend. We've had a lot of disagreements lately. So I had to really weigh out some pros and cons, you know, like, I can make it work, me staying here another month, because I had to be in Oklahoma September 13th, and that would give me 2 weeks to make it over to Oklahoma. And that's doable, you know, so, but I think my main concern was I just didn't want to deal with any more stress or disagreements or arguments. Thank you, Load Smart. Appreciate that. Thank you. So I called his best friend. I discussed a lot of this with his best friend today. I was straight up honest with his best friend. And I told him, I said, you know, the main reason I've been stressed out is because you disagreeing with me and trying to fight me on things. And that's kind of hard to fight with somebody that's been friends with my friend a lot longer than me, and so on forth, you know. So, and so I ended up telling his best friend, I said, look, I said, tomorrow, because we have to take my friend, well, we have transport taking him to his doctor tomorrow, and then we're meeting him at the doctor's office. So tomorrow's a big day with the doctor tomorrow. Afterwards, I asked his best friend if we could just meet for lunch or something after the doctor's appointment is over with, so I could sit down and discuss with him that me staying another month, there can't be any more arguments, and there can't be any more. Obviously, we're going to disagree on some things, but if we're going to disagree, we need to talk about it, you know, and we need to listen to what each other has to say about what we disagree on, and not get aggravated with each other or it become an argument, because I can't deal with the stress. This last month, I have been very stressed out, completely stressed out. And so his friend has agreed to go have lunch with me tomorrow after the doctor's appointment, and so we can sit down and talk this through. So it looks like I'll be staying another month. He's going to be in the rehab center for another week. So since he's going to be in the rehab center for another week, tomorrow is his doctor's appointment. Then Wednesday, I have to go back up to the rehab center on Wednesday because there's a team meeting with the doctors there and the nurses and the physical therapy people at the rehab center, and I have to be there for that. So I have to go to that meeting on Wednesday. But Thursday, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to go somewhere for about 4 or 5 days before my friend comes back home, so I can go and just have some time to go explore some things and get some videos filmed, you know, in those 4 or 5 days. So I'm going to be doing some research tonight and tomorrow night, trying to figure out where I want to go for the 4 or 5 days, and then I'll come back here and help take care of my friend for the rest of the month. He's doing a lot better, meaning mobility wise, and I think that's why my friend was just like, no, I'll be fine, you know, because he is like getting up and walking around now. I set in today. The physical therapy came in. The physical therapy came and got him to go take him to go do the physical therapy, and I asked them if I could go with them because I wanted to see what he was doing for physical therapy, and I wanted to watch and see how he did with it. And he did pretty good with all the things in physical therapy today. I was pretty amazed at it. And I think because he's doing so good with the mobility issues and stuff, in his head, he thinks that he would be able to come back here and just be fine, you know. And I get it, you know, but I had to tell him, you know, you're going to have your ups and downs over these next couple of months. You know, you're going to have your ups and downs, and right now you're having some good ups, you know, and these ups could last for a while, you know. But he's going to have some downs, and on those downs is definitely when he cannot be here by himself at all. And then towards the end it's going to be a lot of downs. So, I had to tell him also that he cannot come back to this house and just lay there in that bed and be completely bedridden and get back to being lazy in his bed. Because if he just lays there in that bed and doesn't want to do anything and not get up, then that's going to worsen his condition. And like I said, I'm being selfish. I want to keep my buddy around as long as I can, so we're not going to worsen his condition. He has promised me that he won't come back here and get lazy and just lay in his bed. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to get him up all the time and make him run around this house, or he can't run around the house. But he is going to at least come out here on this balcony twice a day. Come sit out here on this balcony, and you know, I'd like to see him get up and walk to the sink and go brush his teeth, you know, instead of doing it in the bed. If he wants to get up and go grab him a bottle of water, I'll be right beside him, walking right beside him to go grab that bottle of water. So I just don't want him to become completely bedridden, because also that makes it more difficult on me too when he's completely bedridden, you know, like but I'm not doing it to make it easier on me. I'm doing it because I just want to see him try to prolong his life as long as he can, you know. So obviously, so I am going to stay out here for another month. I am taking 4 or 5 days to go somewhere and go explore, get some videos out. And then come back here and be his friend and caregiver for the next month. And I also think it does good to have me around, because I think, I'll be honest with you guys, and I've already discussed this with him, and his best friend even agreed with me. I discussed this with his best friend. If I would not have came out here and helped my friend like I did, and been with my friend, like taking care of him, also taking him to these doctors, forcing him to go to the hospital, knowing what to say to these doctors and talk to them and stuff, and just basically helping my friend for the last couple of months. My friend, I don't think would have lasted as long as he did. So I think it really helped tremendously, me coming out here. And I like to joke around a lot with him, because I like to keep his spirits up and stuff, you know, so I'm always like joking with him and, you know, talking to him and stuff. So I think having me out here another month is going to help in that way also, you know. So yeah, because, you know, I thought about it driving back to his house today from the rehab center. He goes into a home. He's just going to become bedridden in that home. He's not going to get up. I mean, the only time he really gets up at this rehab place is when they call him out for physical therapy. Or like the other day, we went and sat out front of the rehab center with him in the wheelchair so he could get some fresh air. But he's just gonna become bedridden. He's not gonna want to get up, because he's a loner. Like, he doesn't like to be around people and stuff. I mean, all he has is in its life is me and his best friend, you know. So that tells you how much of a loner he is. His neighbors here, like a lot of his neighbors, some of them had never even met him. He's lived here for like over 10 years, and a lot of his neighbors had never even like physically met him, didn't even know what he looked like, you know. I've met probably majority of his neighbors than he has in just a little bit of time that I've been here. So he just likes to be alone, you know, in his house. I get it. I mean, I'm not obsessed with the ocean. He is, though. So, like, for me, if I had a home and my view was of mountains and the mountains were, like, right there, I'd want to be home, too, and stare at those mountains. So, yeah, I get it. So I gotta... Hey, 909. Hey, everybody else, too. um... So basically, we have this next month that I'm going to be here to really figure out what we're going to do. Whether that be him going into a home after I leave, or trying to find some kind of caregiving service, or it might be that time, you never know, might be that time that we might have to bring hospice in which I'm pretty sure insurance covers some of hospice. So we have like the next month to figure that out. And I'm going to be on the ball figuring it out because I want it figured out before I leave here. So that's another pro, is now I don't have to rush and get all these things done this week because I really had a lot to do with packing up my Jeep and leaving, and then trying to find a 24-hour caregiver for my friend. It was a lot of work that I was going to have to do. So now I don't have to rush and do all that, which obviously probably would have stressed me out a lot. And yeah, so that's my update. I am going to be staying here another month to help my friend. That'd be nice. I mean, I get another month with my friend. So I'm going to have to keep him in line, though. Make sure he doesn't get bedridden, and he has to obey all orders from me. Just kidding. I try to make light of all this. I will tell you guys this one thing, though. He has given me his Jeep. So, he did give me his Jeep. And I want to say that is the best gift ever that I could have ever received. Obviously, you guys know that I have a lot of problems with my Jeep. I mean, the miles are pretty high up there. I just paid $5 grand to get my front suspension redone on my Jeep. His Jeep is only a year old and only has a little over 3,000 miles on it. When the day comes that day comes, I don't like saying that word, so I always call it as when he goes. So when he goes, wherever I'm at, I will just fly back here to come pick up the Jeep. So I'm just going to leave the Jeep here because I can't drive 2 Jeeps anyways. And I have to like go park my Jeep somewhere and leave my dog somewhere. So I'll just fly back here. And I'm going to keep his Jeep because it's going to be a nice memory to have. Every time I get into that Jeep, I'm always going to remember my friend, whether I like it or not. I'm always going to remember him every single day getting into that Jeep. So that I'm probably going to turn, well, yeah, I'm going to turn his Jeep into my traveling Jeep. And I will keep my Jeep that I have. But because my Jeep is pretty much built out to be a rock crawler, and I really miss my rock crawling days, and I really miss being out, being able to go do the crazy stuff on trails and everything, I'm going to turn my Jeep back into a rock crawler, and we'll probably store my Jeep. Oh, I'm not going to say where I'm going to store my Jeep, so what was I thinking? I'm going to store my Jeep somewhere where I'll be able to play with it when I go back through that place. So that's going to be a lot of work right there. It's not going to be a lot of work, but I'm just going to have to remodel the inside. His Jeep is completely stocked, and I'm not going to do any upgrades to it. I'm not going to lift it. I'm not going to put bigger tires on it. Should just leave it the way that it is, because it'll be better gas mileage. It'll be less wear and tear, you know, instead of if I was to put bigger tires and lift it and stuff. So I'm going to leave it stocked. So I did want to share that with you guys. But that's going to be a while, you know, a while before I do that transition from my Jeep to his Jeep. So, well, thank all of you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's, I'd say that I would do this for any of my friends, but oh my God, like, I don't know if I would do it for any of my friends. Like, just put it this way. My friend here, he's been a very good friend of mine and really kept in touch with me everything the last couple of years. Like, he's been such a great friend. So when I say I wouldn't do this for any of my, I originally said I would do this for any of my friends, but let's just be honest and truthful. It's stressful. It was stressful watching my best friend go through this. And you guys know how much my best friend meant to me. My best friend meant the world to me. He was the best human and best soul that you will ever freaking meet, you know. And that's how I feel about my friend here, you know, like an amazing soul. So yeah, I would do that for him, do this for him, because he's been there so much for me over the last couple of years and been such an amazing friend. So would I do this for any of my other friends? I don't know. Because I'm not going to say I've lost a lot of friends since I've been traveling, but let's just put it this way. My friends have not kept in touch with me. My friends, like I'm talking about my friends from back home in Georgia, my friends back in Vegas, you know, people I've known for decades, you know. Like, I think I have my friend Christine, that's my hiking partner, that's been my hiking partner for over a decade, and she lives in Vegas. Christine probably keeps in touch with me more than anybody, you know, from Vegas. I'm not talking about more than my friend here. But like I get a little upset sometimes because my friends don't keep in touch with me. Because if one of my friends come and tell me, like if Des or Deb here, she's a really good friend of mine. If Deb comes and tells me, okay, I'm going to go get on the road and I'm going to go travel by myself and go live in nature and I'm going to do this all by myself and just go live in nature and blah, blah, blah. I'd like always keep in touch with her because I'd be worried about her. I'd at least like text or call her once a week and just be like, hey girl, where you at? How you doing? You know, like, especially if I knew that she suffered from depression, you know, like all my friends knew I suffered from depression. So I don't get it. I get a little upset and irritated over that a lot of my friends, it's just like, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that conversation because I'll just start ranting and going off about it. It's just very, I guess I'm just too caring. I'm more caring than some people, basically, I guess. You know, like, and care for others a lot more. I don't get it. I don't get how my friends don't keep in touch with me. But sure enough, like, if I come in town or come to Vegas, you know, they want me to go to a bar with them, or and I don't even drink anymore, you know, or then all of a sudden they're my friends and they want to tag me on social media. That's right. If you're watching, you guys know who you are, you know, or they just started a YouTube channel and they want to do a collaboration video with me. But I haven't heard from you in years since I've been on the road. So no, I wouldn't do this for all my friends. Because I've learned who my friends are since I've been on the road. And it sucks to say that. Because I feel so heartless saying something like that. But realistically, my friends have not been here for me since I've been on the road. But this friend has been there for me almost every single freaking day over the last couple of years. So Bruce and everybody else that I just saw mention that or whatever, he has a will, and his will was done 10 years ago. So the will's already done. His best friend gets everything. The Jeep he just got like a year ago, so it wasn't in the will. Obviously, he knows I'm going to appreciate that Jeep. And so obviously he wanted to leave me the Jeep. And I think that is the best thing ever, is him leaving me the Jeep. I don't care about anything else. I think that's a great gift. I'm happy and content with that, and I'm happy and content that I got to be here and spend a little bit of time with him before he goes. So those are some great gifts right there. Well, I got a little heated talking about my friend's issue. Like, I'm all bothered in the head about that right now. I had a rant with my aunt the other day about how my friends don't keep in touch with me, and how disappointing and upsetting that was, you know. So it is what it is, I guess, you know. And I know everybody has lives of their own, and they're busy, and they're working, and they're doing this. But you got time to go party in the bars with friends and stuff, or do this and do that. And it only takes like 1 minute to shoot a text to a friend that's out there traveling all by herself and who could get lonely and would love to hear from her friends every once in a while. You know, it only takes 1 minute to shoot that text. I mean, Desert Deb, even though she's my moderator here to my channel, you know, we've only known each other, Deb, what, like 2 years maybe? And she keeps in touch with me more than some of my friends that I've known for years and years and years. And she doesn't keep in touch with me because she's my moderator of my channel. She'll actually call me and talk to me about other things. So thanks, Deb. Thanks, Boo. So, Deer Treks, he already did. So we just did that the other day. Because I thought I was going to be leaving this weekend, so that's why we had to get that done. So yeah, so I went to the DMV this morning and handled all that. So yeah, and that's another thing too, is like, you know, here I am out here helping a friend of mine go through this cancer and everything. Sorry, I'm getting heated about this situation again. But I've made multiple posts on my Instagram, you know, like done multiple videos, so everybody knows I'm out here. I haven't hidden it. It's out there. Everybody knows I'm out here helping a friend of mine. And not one of my friends have sent me a text asking me how I'm doing with this whole situation. You guys have asked me how I'm doing more than my actual friends have. And this is why I like doing my live videos, because it's refreshing to have people actually conversate with me and actually show that they care. This is why I love doing my live videos. Even though I haven't met majority of you guys, probably every one of y'all, but I know that you guys care. And so that makes me feel good. Like it's insane. So if any of my friends are watching, think about that. You know what? Maybe I will just share this link of this video to all my friends. Be like, hey, just if you don't watch any of my videos, just watch this video right here. And thank you. See, I always try to laugh and joke about everything, because you got to. We live in a pretty it's a horrible world we live in sometimes. But you got to make the most of things, and you gotta find the humor in things, because we all know humor is good for the soul, and that's why I like to find the humor in things. So yeah, so that's the update I wanted to give you guys. I will be here for another month helping my friend. I did, because I haven't had a chance to really go out and film some things lately, because I've just been busy. I did find some videos from in the beginning of my travels, like from the beginning of like the first year and a half of me traveling. Some of those videos that I had posted in my first year and a half, they had copyright claims on them. There was a lot of videos. So those videos were only on my channel for like a day. And then I had to take them off my channel due to copyright claims. Oh, I didn't... My other moderator. Hi, Dutchman. Hi, Dutchman. So I save all my videos. I have all my videos backed up on this big drive, or big thing, whatever it's called. I don't know. So I went through all my videos and I found those videos. And so I basically, like the video I have coming out on Wednesday, is a compilation of 3 different, because back in those days also, my videos were really short. It was a lot of music and barely any talking, because I was horrible at filming. So like some videos were like 5 minutes long, 6 minutes long, and then say it was 5 minutes long, it'd be like 4 minutes of music. So basically the video I have coming out Wednesday is a compilation of 3 of those videos. And so I just had to take the music off of those videos, and I had to re-edit them a little bit. So the filming isn't that great, because I didn't have like the nice GoPros back then and stuff too, so I was just doing it with my cell phone. But I kind of made the video look a little bit better, and so I put those 3 videos into one, and it kind of worked out, because the whole video is about me wheeling in Moab. So it was when I was out there in Moab, and I was doing a bunch of trails and playing on the trails with my Jeep, and I was actually wheeling out there. So 3 of those videos are from when I was in Moab and I was going out on the trails and playing with my Jeep. So so I have that video coming out, and then there's a couple other videos, because some of those videos are really bad, like horrible, because like I said, I was new to filming. So some of those videos I can't even salvage and try to edit correctly, because I didn't even keep the camera straight, and or if I showed a piece of scenery, it would be like, it'd be like that fast. Like, it wouldn't be slow showing the scenery. It would literally be like, oh, look at that lake. So instead of, look at that pretty lake, instead it was pshoo. So it was horrible. So I'm gonna try to go through those videos, the ones that I could salvage and re-edit and make into new videos. And then I'm gonna be posting some of those also, so I don't miss getting any videos out. And so the video that's coming out on Wednesday is some old footage that is not on my YouTube channel. Plus, I like to have all those memories anyways. And then I'm trying to work on another one that's going to be like old videos from when I was out in Death Valley. There was a lot of my Death Valley videos when I was in Tacoma. A lot of that video footage that I had, they all ended up getting copyright claims. So I had to take all those down too. So it's going to be videos you guys haven't seen. But, oh, I'm glad somebody just sent me another message. So, real quick too, if you guys follow me on Instagram, because I've gotten 5 messages, and I just got another one just now. Apparently somebody has taken a lot of my pictures off my Instagram page and has started an Instagram page with all my pictures, and they named that Instagram page Wandering Gypsy 1. My Instagram page is wandering_gypsy and no one. So they just started this page and they already have over 3,000 followers. Props to them. It took me a while to get 3,000 followers on Instagram. So, multiple people, and I just got another message, have sent me messages asking me if this was my page. Because in the description on the page, underneath the profile picture of me, it says, I live in a Jeep traveling around the States. This is my backup page. I don't have a backup page. I have one page. So if you follow me on Instagram, if you go to my Instagram page, which is wandering_gypsy, I just made a post about it on my Instagram page, so you can see the fake page on my post that I made today. But these people are basically going to all my followers that I have on my page, and they're friend requesting them. And then they also sent, one person that messaged me said that they sent them a message acting like it was me, saying that I was having money problems and I needed help with money, and could they send them some money. I never message anybody and ask anybody to send me money. So if you ever get any kind of messages like that, it's not me. Don't even bother sending me an email or anything. It's not me. I do not message anybody and ask for anything. So yeah, so if you go to my Instagram page and you see that post that I made today, because I took somebody sent me a picture. Well, everybody did. Everybody sent me a picture of the page. If you can just go to that fake page and go to the right corner and press the 3 dots, up there it should say report page. Report it. Because I really do not like people. I don't want people acting like they're me, but I definitely don't want people acting like they're me trying to scam people for money. I just don't want that happening. So the more people that can go and report that page, hopefully that page gets deleted. It's so ridiculous. Oh, it is. It's full of thieves. Full of thieves. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, go do that, please, because I'd like to get as many people as possible to report that page, because it needs to be taken down. And then let's see what else. Now I gotta take the rest of the night and try to do some research, figure out where I'm going for the next 4 or 5 days. I can't leave till Thursday though, because I have to go to all those doctor's appointments the next 2 days. And then let's see. So I got tonight and tomorrow to figure out. I got to do all my research on where I'm going, where I'm going to stay, because I'm sure everywhere, once you leave this coast, it's hot. So I got to figure out where to stay and what to do, what to film, and stock up on some videos, and so on forth. The imposter just followed me on Instagram. I thought I was having a conversation with you. I'm going, oh, really, Steve? So what kind of, just out of curiosity, what kind of conversation were they having with you? So that's so crazy. I can't believe they actually have conversations with people acting like they're me. That's ridiculous. So aggravating. Well, hopefully everybody sees my post on Instagram that I made about that. I'm gonna probably make that post for the next week. Just keep posting about that page for the next week so everybody can see it. Because I don't want anybody getting scammed and they think it was me. So that's horrible. Oh, it's getting cold out here. Since when did you have an Indian accent? That's funny. That's that's funny. All right, I'm gonna end this. I know you guys are probably melting and I'm cold. It's probably like 56 degrees now. At least I know where it's cold at during the summertime now. So, because even those higher elevation mountains were not cool enough for me. I looked up a couple of high elevation mountains in Flagstaff, because you know I gotta to go to Oklahoma. I'm probably gonna have to come through Arizona, and I was trying to find high elevation places to stay at instead of me having to get cabins or anything like that, because cabins cost a lot. And you guys know I'm having a little bit of financial issues. So I was trying to find places to camp at that were like high elevation. I was looking up the weather for those places, like even at 7,000 feet elevation, and it calls for like 90-degree weather. But at nighttime it's colder, but like it was like 80s and 90s, and I'm like, oh, that's still too hot for me to be sleeping and living in the Jeep. So, but now I know if you just come up here to the coast in California during the summertime, then you're never going to be wearing shorts. Because I haven't put on a pair of shorts since I've been here. It's so crazy. Alright, you guys want to see little one before I end this live video? How many of y'all want to say hi to little one? $114 in the desert. Yeah, the fog is out pretty good, see? Everybody want to say, oh, there's Donna. Hi, Donna. Hi, hon. Thanks, 909. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. 700 of us. Well, there's not 700 of y'all right now. Let me go get little one. Little one, it's cold out here. It's cold. It's so cold. You say hi? Dude, she's going to be so happy to see my friend when he comes home. Like, she really has missed him so much. Like, she literally just lays on his bed all the time since he's been gone. So, when I thought I was going to leave this weekend, I was going to bring her up to the rehab center and just wheel him outside in the wheelchair so he could say bye to her and so she could see him one last time. So, Vanessa get to see him. Isn't that right? You say hi. Say hi to all your people. You say hi to all your people. Say hi. Say hello. Look, everybody's saying hi to you. They're all saying hi. Who's that? Who's saying hi? Who is it? You say hi. Who is it? Oh my goodness, what's going on? Who's it? You saying hi? Or are you saying hi to everybody? See? She was saying hi. She was saying hi to you guys. It's cold out here, huh? Is there anything that you'd like to say to them? Do you want to talk to them? Because Mama already talked to them for an hour. So what do you have to say? Can you see Mama on that phone? Can you see me? Is there anything you'd like to say? She says, I'm going to put her back up. All right, well, since I'm freezing my little buttocks off. I'm about to end this live and go inside and be warm and start doing my research on where I'm going to go for 4 or 5 days. And just real quick, don't forget to watch videos, because I need those views to go back up, because my paycheck literally was cut in half. Not even kidding. Cut in half. I don't know why it was cut in half, but yeah. So if you guys can go back and just give me some views on my friend Donna here that's in the chat. She actually said that the older videos, she went back and watched some of my older videos and there was no ads on them. So it looks like you really just have to watch the newer videos. I think they stopped putting ads on your older videos. So if you guys can go back and just watch some of my newer videos from the past few weeks, totally appreciate that. Good looking out. And yep, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. And Dar, I really don't make more on live chats. I don't. I really don't. So I really do these live videos because it's refreshing to talk to you guys. It's refreshing to have 200 people right now to talk to. So thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys coming to all my live videos. Still sorry that they're unexpected, but hit that little notification button also on my channel so you can get notified when I want to come bless you with my presence of doing a live video. And then yeah, so that's about it. And gonna end the video, and till next time, thank you guys.